Hi everyone. In this video, I am going to walk you through the COM-SUR daily CCTV video footage auditing chart. Both the workbook and its detailed user manual are available for free download on our website www.comsur.biz. And before we get into the file, I want to quickly set the context. Most organizations today have cameras. Many even have monitoring systems in place, but very few have a structured way of auditing CCTV video footage every day. And because of that, a lot of what is being captured is simply not being used. Observations are made, but they are not recorded consistently. Even when they are recorded, they are not structured. And when they are not structured, they cannot be analyzed. So, over time, a very valuable source of operational intelligence just goes to waste. This chart is built to solve exactly that problem. It ensures that what your operator sees gets recorded, gets structured, and becomes usable intelligence. And to make sure this actually works in real day to day operations without adding any complexity for you, the entire system has been designed around a very simple operating principle: one entry, one tab, everything else happens automatically. You, as the operator, log one observation, and immediately that becomes part of dashboards, trends, heat maps, and performance tracking. So instead of scattered observations, you now have a central, structured intelligence layer. Now let's see how this principle has actually been implemented in this workbook. If you look at the bottom, you will see a few tabs: logbook, dashboard, auditor's leaderboard, timeline, and masters. Out of all of these, there is only one tab where you actually enter data, and that is the logbook. Everything else updates automatically based on what is entered there. So, from a user perspective, the system is kept extremely simple. Now, before we move into the setup and actual usage, there is one more important thing that I want to highlight. Along with this workbook, we also provide a detailed user manual completely free of cost. This manual walks you through how to set up the file, how to log entries correctly, how to interpret the dashboard, and how to use each tab effectively. So, if at any point you are unsure about anything, you can always refer to this manual. The idea is simple: this should not remain just a file you download, it should become something you actually use. With that in place, let's now move into the setup and see how you can start using this immediately. We will start with the Masters tab. This is where you define your basic configuration. Things like camera number and description, time slots, auditor names, incident types, among other things. These values automatically become drop down options in the logbook. So you update this once as per your facility, and after that, your operators simply select from drop downs instead of typing. Once this is set, the system is ready for use. Now, with this setup in place, we can now move to the most important part of the entire workbook. This is the logbook. This is where all your audit findings are recorded. Each row represents one observation identified during CCTV video footage auditing. If we quickly look at the structure, we are capturing the date, camera number and description, time slot, auditor name, type of incident, repeat issue, whether it was identified by a human or AI, severity, status, and your remarks. So every observation is being recorded in a structured format. Now, the way data is entered here is designed to be both controlled and flexible. Most of the fields are drop downs. This ensures consistency in how data is captured. At the same time, the incidents field allows flexibility. If you enter something new, it automatically becomes part of the drop-down for future entries. So the system evolves as you use it. Let me show you how a new entry is done. You have to move to the bottom of the table to the last available row. We see that row number 108 is the last row that contains data. So we will start entering a new entry in row number 109 here. I will start by entering the date. The date must be entered in the prescribed format only. To maintain accuracy, a few basic disciplines are important. If any mandatory field is missing, the row will be highlighted in red, like so. This ensures that incomplete entries are not recorded. You must also avoid inserting rows in between and avoid using autofill for dates. This file works on structure, and maintaining that structure is critical. Now back to our entry. I've already entered the date here, and now I will select values for each of the remaining columns. As mentioned, these are all drop downs based on your configuration that you did in the Masters tab. So I can select the camera here, the time slot here, the name of the auditor here, the type of incident that they have identified here, flag it as a repeat issue if it was one. Since we are assuming that this is being flagged by a human, I will mark it as HI. Severity status will depend on the type of incident you have flagged, and you get three options to choose from in terms of status, and you can add your remarks here. As you can see, once all the columns have been populated, the red highlight has disappeared. This means that this entry is now complete and can be logged to the logbook. This is an extremely important step, and this must be done after entering or deleting data to refresh the file. All you have to do is press Ctrl plus Alt plus F5 on your keyboard, and the entire workbook will refresh with the new dataset. This ensures that all dashboards, charts, and analysis views are updated correctly. So this should become a regular habit during usage. Now, once data starts getting recorded in a structured manner like this is where the real value of the system begins to show. Let's move to the dashboard tab. This is your daily management view. There is no data entry required here. At one glance, you can see total incidents logged, open incidents percentage, average severity, and the top auditor. So this itself becomes a quick daily review snapshot. In addition to that, you have visual analysis. The incident mix shows what type of issues are happening most frequently. The activity chart shows when incidents are occurring and whether there is a pattern there. And the heat map shows where and during which time slots incidents are concentrated. This heat map is particularly useful because it immediately tells you where attention is required. To make this analysis more powerful, you have filters. For example, you can filter by human versus AI detection, repeat issues, or status. This allows you to quickly analyze data from different operational perspectives. While this gives you a view of what is happening, it is equally important to understand who is doing the auditing and how effectively. For that, we move to the Auditor's Leaderboard tab. Here, you can see how different auditors are performing. It shows the number of incidents logged and the average severity of those incidents. This should be used more as a coaching tool rather than just for ranking. For example, someone logging fewer but higher severity incidents may actually be more thorough in their audit. You can also use the timeline filter here to view performance over specific periods. whether it is day wise, month wise, or any custom range. Now, beyond summary and performance views, there are situations where you need to go into detailed analysis. For that, we move to the timeline tab. This shows all incidents in a chronological format. This becomes particularly useful when you need to drill down into specific cases or respond to management queries. You can filter by date, day, age of incidents, and status. So, whether you want to identify older unresolved issues or track patterns across time, this view helps you do that quickly. Now, if we step back for a moment, this is not just an Excel file. What you are building here is a system of daily auditing, structured recording, and accountability. Over time, individual entries become patterns, patterns become insights, and insights drive decisions. This walkthrough gives you everything you need to start using the system effectively. However, in a more detailed training session, we go deeper into how to interpret patterns, how to take operational decisions, and how to integrate this into a full audit process. If that is something you are interested in, you can always reach out to us. Also, just as a reminder, both this workbook and its detailed user manual are available for free download on our website www.comsur.biz. For now, start using the file. Audit daily, record diligently, and you will start seeing the value very quickly. Thank you.